Hey, everybody, welcome to Let's Shop Live, our live virtual vendor event. We are live. We are actually testing out something new here today. I'm very excited for those who have chosen to participate. I'm excited for those who are here helping. We are live in Lucas Live Studio One. This is not something we've had before. So we're live here in my new studio, as well as we have guests on virtually. So we are going to show that we can interview guests virtually as well as in studio, and we're going to figure it out. So I thank you guys who are here. I thank you for your participation. Ask that you guys would like and share this. We are live at Lucas Live Media on Facebook and YouTube. I'm going to go ahead and share the broadcast as well so that people can find us to all of our wonderful guests. We want to thank you. We've been doing a lot with Lucas Live. We've been building a lot. We have a lot more to come. So you guys stay tuned, stick with us. Thank you guys for all your love and support everywhere we go. We hear so many wonderful things and we really appreciate it. I want to make sure that we can share this with all of you. So I'm gonna find it so we can share this broadcast live. Let me see. My wife is here helping me. She was like, "I could do that for you if you want me to." Okay, I think I figured it out. Okay, good. And it looked halfway decent. All right, we're gonna make sure we have our screen in studio up and running. I think that's working as well. We're airplaying screen background to the screen. We got a lot going on here, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Thank you all again. Hey, Kareen. I'm even going to take this time. You see, I'm moving stuff around live for everybody who wants to learn how to do this stuff live. There's a lot you can do with technology, but you have to be willing to be flexible and you have to be ready to learn, but it is all possible. Adriana is here in the building. She is here. She has helped put this thing together. I want to thank my co-host slash co-producer slash everything. Shout out to Adriana Downing, who has been helping with the back in the background. And she is the owner and founder of Minding Your Business. So if you ever gone to any of her in-person vendor events, uh, thank you guys for supporting that. And if you haven't, check her out at Minding Your Business. You can follow that on Facebook as well. And she's also the owner of Live Shots Photography, which we're going to hear about a little bit later as well. Also, we have Danielle Williams. My sister, Sissy Danielle, is what my wife has her in her phone as. I always think of that because we like adopted her as our sister and she adopted us as her family, and we're all family now. And you can do that just so you know. You don't have to just adopt children. You guys can all adopt each other. Adults should always adopt other friends and family and show each other love and support. So she is here in studio. Actually, Danielle is doing something new for us. She is going to actually be doing our in studio interviews. So I won't be doing it. I'm going to be running all this stuff that we got going on here now in studio, and she's going to do the in studio interviews. I'm really excited about that. As Lucas Live Media grows, we are growing our new hosts and producers and all kinds of stuff. We're also looking for some people who want to be interns, who want to come learn more about media productions and come in studio and check things out. So we're really excited about those opportunities. So if you know someone of I don't want to say of any age, but they a lot of times we think of internships as being someone who's 18 or 19. They might be, that would be great, or they may be a little older and they just want to get into media productions. They want to learn something. They like what we're doing and they want to support. So if you know someone like that, or if you are someone like that, please let us know so that you guys can, so we can look into possibly having you participate with us here in studio and beyond. So, all right. So today we have some wonderful small business owners, those that have products, services, organizations, things for you guys to learn about today. I'm excited to bring them on. We've done many interviews, and some of these same people you may have seen on a previous interview, and some of them you will likely see on an interview coming soon on Lucas Live, or maybe even one of the other shows that we're producing. We have some new shows that are coming out with some new hosts, and we want to give more opportunities for more people to have their people hear the stories of their lives and the stories of their businesses here at Lucas Live Media. We are here and we're all about education, motivation, and liberation. We want to teach you something. Something maybe you never knew before, something you never heard before. And we want to motivate you to do something with what you've learned. Information without movement just leaves you stagnant and frustrated. So we want to motivate you. And then we want to liberate you. We want to set you free to go be your best self. Okay, so we want to make sure we're doing that here at Lucas Live. So we are very excited about it. Hello, hello, hello. Everybody who jumped in and said hello in the comments, hello, keep commenting, keep chatting, keep sharing, keep hearting, keep letting people know that we are here today. And we're going to give you guys an opportunity to shop and share and learn more about these great people and these great businesses. And we're going to bring more to you guys soon. So, all right, let's, we're going to switch over. We're going to do this live. We're going to do this real. We ready in the studio? All right, we're ready on the set. Um, we're gonna bring in our first guest and my lovely co-host here, Miss Danielle Williams, and we have Mr. Mark Smith, who is going to share with us about his business today. Let me unmute their mic. See, I guess there's other stuff, other buttons I gotta push now. There's other stuff going on. All right, let's check them out here live at Lucas Live Studio One. Welcome, welcome to you.
Hello, everybody. Again, thank you, Lucas. I am Danielle Williams, and I'm here with Mark Smith II with Smith Insurance and Financial Services. Mark, please tell us what inspired you to start this company.
Well, first of all, I want to say thank you for the opportunity to come on the show and give us a platform as small business owners to have a voice.
Yes.
What inspired me to do my business is I worked for a uniform company for a handful of years, and I was kind of looking for a pivot in life, but I knew I wanted to do something where I can help people and add value to our community. So, a family friend of mine knew I was at a pivot point and suggested, have I ever looked into insurance? They had been in the insurance industry for 20 plus years, and they knew my heart and my willingness to help people and all that. So he said, hey, have you ever looked into an insurance? So I started to, research and look into it. And um, like a lot of other people, I realized how much I didn't know in this space.
Right,
So when I started to
right.
research, it kind of intrigued me to go that direction and start my company, Smith Insurance and Financial Services.
Awesome. So, when did you start this company? How long have you been going now?
I actually got licensed in January, and I did an official launch of my business May 1st. So it's a new
Awesome.
venture here. So for me,
Awesome. So, as far as customers or anybody out there, who are you targeting specifically?
well, I'm a multi-line agency, and I provide multiple services. So I do home insurance, life insurance, business, you name it. So I cover all those different categories,
Awesome.
auto. So
Awesome. So, if anyone out there right now doesn't have insurance or looking for something, how can they get in contact with you and start that process?
They can contact me directly at 330-412-4210. I'm on all the social media platforms.
Awesome.
You can, send me a message on there or email me,
Sweet.
mark.smith at americannational.com.
All right.
So,
Thank you so much. We
yep.
appreciate that. Thank you, guys. So, if you guys are looking for any kind of insurance or financial services, please contact Mark Smith II at Smith Insurance and Financial Services. Thank you, Mark.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. Hey, can you guys hear me? There we are. We're back. We had our first interview here with Mark Smith. We're going to be sharing more information. Great stuff. Great guy. He's actually working on some of the insurance needs that I have. So we're excited about that. And I'm excited about what he does. Great guy, great business. I had the pleasure of meeting him at the Men of Canton event. For men out there who are looking for a group of men to get together with, there is a group called Men of Canton, which Kenny Peterson and AD Adrian Culler and Mark Bigsby and some other guys started, and it's been a wonderful business. And I mean, it's not a business; it's a group of men who are coming together. We're going to handle some business. We're going to do some mentoring, but we just come together, talk, share. And I met Mark there, and we Mark and I both lost our mothers. He lost his more recently, so our hearts go out to Mark on that. And we just really bonded around that, and not just around the loss, but around the love for our mothers as young men trying to find our way in life and business. So it's been a pleasure. So I'm excited about that. And now I'm going to be bringing on a great friend of mine, someone who I've had the pleasure of watching from high school to TV and around the country. My man he is the chef that so many people have seen and heard and maybe want to know more about. And he has a great product that if you don't have it in your cabinets, you need to get it. And I need to get more of it, to be honest. I mean, he's gonna be like, "Well, what's up? What's the problem? Let's make it happen." So, let me welcome to the show my good friend, Mr. Steve Beatty. What's up, Steve? How you doing, my man?
My guy, so you already done started some mess by saying you running low. So I got problems. You got to be an ambassador.
Good job. You're
There's
welcome.
no reason to ever be running low, right? I should not be. Nobody should be running low on this great on the product we're gonna be talking about today. People are like, what is this? What is the product? What are he talking about today? We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about it. Nobody should be running low, running low.
I'm sorry, Lucas, you cut out.
Thank you guys who are here. I don't know why the sound just went out. I think we're back here with our sound. Steve, we're gonna come back to you. Steve, can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you,
Steve, can
Chick.
you hear me now?
I can hear you, my man.
You can hear me now? He's like, no, I can't. You can. Okay, we good? So tell me, okay, so my question for you was for people who don't know you out there, tell me who you are, where you're from, and what you do for those who may not know.
So, my name is Stephen C. Beatty. I'm the owner and operator of actually a three level culinary umbrella. So we have Pop Secret Seasoning, which is our flagship. We have Stephen C. Beatty, which is my personal chef offerings. And then we have Graffiti Carving, which is my competitive fruit and vegetable platform, in which we stream a lot of the
Okay,
Food
I heard
Network
they can
competitions
hear us, but
and the
there's an
culinary
echo. Okay,
world.
hold on just a second, Steve. They're saying they can hear us, but there's an echo. That probably brought a bigger echo. Steve, can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you.
Okay, cool. All right, there we are. All right. So you were already, you can continue. They could hear you, I couldn't, but now we can hear you. Okay, go ahead, Steve.
Yeah, so we offer obviously the personal chef service, which is my hands-on approach. Me and the team, we come in and we do an executive dining experience, and typically we feature and we elevate Pop Secret Seasoning, which is my in-home seasoning, and then obviously from a culinary international standpoint, everyone knows me from carving fruits and vegetables.
Okay, all right. So, Steve, you have a product. Somebody out there is watching, and they may not know, and I apologize, I don't have the pictures ready, but you have a product that people can now purchase. Everybody should have in their cabinet. Tell us what that product is, and tell us a little bit of the backstory of that.
So we got the Pops box, right?
I love it.
And the Pops box is five different seasonings, and it's 100% geared towards the home culinarian. Although people might see me do executive dining competitions and things of that nature, this is a step back. And so my father, who this whole lineup is dedicated to, the Pop Secret, is that I'm out trying to put the secret out about my dad and his legacy and everything he was about. And so it's completely tailored to whatever your discipline of dining is, whether you're vegetarian, vegan, whether you consume animal protein, whatever the case might be. This is a good fit for wherever you want to do.
I love it. So, you're saying your seasoning. Now, I know there's some seasonings out there that are like more catered toward chicken seasoning. There's more toward beef. There's the seafood lovers. Get your Old Bay. Is that what it was called? Get your go find your Old Bay. And get your Old Bay. But this is a seasoning you're saying we can put on anything. Is that right?
So it runs the gamut. So the original, which is the flagship seasoning, is we call it the OG, and every other seasoning is derived from that, with the exception of First Love, which is the Himalayan pink sea salt and black pepper. So we got the lemon pepper herb, was obviously is fantastic with seafood and whatever vegetables or even starches. Then you have the spicy barbecue for my barbecue enthusiasts and grilling. And then obviously the OG. Then we also have the poultry, which is a great marinade and also is phenomenal on chicken and whatever poultry you can think of.
Okay, so how many total are there? There's 3 or 4 total now.
We got 5.
There's 5 total now. Okay, I see. I need the box. I need to pack. Steve, when we're done today, you're gonna text me the link, and I'm gonna get the whole box. I gotta have it. I shouldn't have gone this long, and I ran out, and me and you talked regularly, and I didn't have it. That's not right.
Yo, so the other thing that has happened is because I would be traveling so much is actually we actually also have sample travel size that you could, ladies, you tuck them in your purse. You go to cookouts, in-laws, you know the food ain't slapping. You can just throw the plate underneath the table, throw a little
Throw a
pops
little
on it.
something
We
on
also
there.
got the mini pop box.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Thank you, Steve. I appreciate it. How can people get a hold of you? How can people shop for your products?
Absolutely. So www.stevencbeatty.com, and that has all my links for media, social media, private chef experiences, also Q&A. So if you have a question about a culinary opportunity or just something you're trying to prepare for the family, there's also a Q&A where you can shoot me a message.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much, Steve. You guys make sure you check him out. Check out those great products. You guys have seasonings. You guys got Lawry's seasoning in your cabinet because your grandma had Lawry's, and that's what you still got. You done had Lawry's your whole life, and you don't even know Lawry. You know Steve. Now y'all know Steve, all right? So check out Pop Secret by my man Chef Stephen C. Beatty. Thank you so much for being here. I look forward to having you back on the show, and we got some great things we're working on together. So I'll see you soon, Steve. Thank you so much.
Appreciate it.
All right, everybody. Yes, we're going to get that link. Steve, if you could jump in and post that link in the comments, that would be great. You guys, we're excited to have had Chef Steve Beatty here today. If you guys haven't checked him out, he's been on the Food Network. He's been all over. I mean, he's done so many. He's won a couple shows. He's won a show or two on the Food Network, okay? And he's also a master graffiti artist when it comes to the fruit. Not graffiti on the walls, but he can carve up a watermelon like, I don't even know. Like I'd be like, can you even eat that? I don't know. He's just like you carve it up and then sit it outside. I don't know, but he does some amazing, amazing things. So we're gonna go back to another guest that we have here in studio. We're gonna jump around a little bit. It's gonna give me a chance to fix some things here in the background. But we have another wonderful guest who is here in studio. She is a friend of mine, and she was actually someone who was involved in me securing a space for Lucas Live Studio One. And she has a wonderful, wonderful child care center, and we're going to hear all about it right now. Over to you guys.
Thank you again, Lucas. So I am here with Miss Lily with Lily Pads Child Care Center. So please tell us about your center.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me. I appreciate being here. Always excited to be a guest.
Yes.
Our child care center is such a blessing. We serve children ages 6 weeks to 5 years of old, 5 years of age. But we're not just a child care center. We're also a preschool. So 3 through 5 years of age in preschool through creative curriculum. Um, and so we've been here probably about 2 months. It's been such a blessing. We are faith based. Our staff is faith based, and our goal is that every family just comes in,
Awesome.
and when they come in, they feel safe. They know that their child is taken care of, and genuinely loved.
Awesome. So what inspires you to start this company and build off of this faith-based daycare center?
Yes, so it's been a long journey. It's been years.
Yes.
So I worked for years in mental health. I worked for years in DD services, and then I even reached the mental health board level. And I was working with families and children, and it was just I got to a place where I thought some of my ideas weren't heard.
Mm-hmm.
And I really wanted to explore something that I could do on my own
Yes.
and implement some of those ideas working with kids. And so here's the child care center.
Yes.
And so I'm able to kind of implement some of those things through that mental health journey with serving some of these children that we're working with.
That's beautiful. So it definitely sounds like through your experience, you kind of cultivated and created your own center that fits the needs that you've seen
Yes.
that we need in our community. That's amazing. So you say you only go up to 5 years old, but you have the preschool center. Love that. So are your staff in home in house, or do you bring anyone from outside to do that preschool program?
So I am a preschool teacher, so I enjoy that.
Awesome.
So we spend time in the morning just doing the preschool creative curriculum. It's a curriculum created by the state of Ohio. But then I also add my own little twist.
Yeah.
So our goal is that they leave socially, emotionally centered,
Okay.
but then also they can transition into kindergarten saying, I know my ABCs, my
Awesome.
1, 2, 3s, and then ready to go.
So what's a typical day look like at
Oh.
your center?
There is no typical day.
No typical day?
We have schedules that are mandated by the state, but somehow when you're working with kids, it just never looks
It,
like
it
that.
never does. It
Right.
never does.
But I will say it's fun.
Yes.
There's always a story to tell. There's always an activity. It's just always just something really exciting that kind of happens.
Yes.
But in general, a typical day is a parent walking in, them knowing that we're taking care of their child, child eating,
Yes.
child listening to music, a lot of dancing, a lot of just kind of artsy stuff. We like to kind of see what kids really like individually. It's not always group focused.
Right.
So we like to see their individual talents. So if there's something that they like or that their family likes, we try to implement that as well.
So Lily, that sounds beautiful, and I think you're doing a great thing for our community. It's so needed. Where can our audience find you at or register their child? How does that look
Sure.
like? How does the process look like for anyone out there that is looking for a faith-based center? How can they reach you and get their child enrolled?
Sure, it's pretty easy. So you can go to LilliesPadChildCareCenter.com. So
Okay.
that's our website, and there's a ton of information on that website if there's questions or anything like that. But then also LilliesPadChildCare@gmail.com. You can always call us at 330-933-8833. And like I said, it's really easy. I take appointments all day. You can walk in, grab an enrollment form, ask questions, get a tour, all of that.
Awesome. One more question that I know the audience might have. Are you guys funded through JFS or do you do private pay? How can our audience pay for your program?
Yes, great question. So we accept private pay and we absolutely accept ODJFS.
Awesome. Lily, thank you so much. We appreciate having you guys.
Thank you.
All right. Back to you.
All right, everybody. We're back. I think we're back to me. Hey, everybody, excited to be back. What a wonderful interview. You guys, give us some hearts. Type something in the comments if you guys like our set, right? Like, let me know. I think our set looks really good. Let me know in the comments. I can't see your hearts. Hit your hearts, but tell me something in the comments because I can see your comments, okay? Because of how I got this set up. You know what I mean? So let me know in the comments what you guys think about the set. We are testing this set out. If you guys, the only other chance you may have seen our set at all was Joy Ellis, our wonderful friend Joy Ellis, who will be in the studio today, had a Star Search competition, and we filmed the B-roll here in Lucas Live Studio One. So that was really cool and a lot of fun. So we are really excited to be utilizing this space. I will be doing Lucas Live here, obviously from Studio One. I will still do virtual shows, but also we'll be doing a lot of in-person sit-down interviews. We also have some cool things going. Some other shows are going to be taking place out of Lucas Live Studio One. So stay tuned. I'm really excited about it. So we have a podcast record label. I don't know if y'all heard, but I'm the new Suge Knight around here. Okay, so we got a podcast record label, and it's going to be Life Row Records. We're going to bring life to people. It's going to be good. It's not Life Row. It's not Death Row. It's all good. I don't want to be Suge Knight. Why do people say like, "Oh, you Suge Knight"? I'm like, why is that the first person you think of? Like, what's going on? Like, ain't nothing better than Suge Knight? Okay, but we are excited about what's to come, and we are excited to bring you guys more education, motivation, liberation through love, light, and laughter. We want to bring positive things. We're going to be bringing back Lucas Live News and have some new anchors on. Some new people are going to be coming in, and we're going to be doing some cool stuff. Keep you up to date on what's going on, especially in our community here in Northeast Ohio, Stark County, Summit County. We're going to be talking about some things. We're going to do some fun things, some funny things. We're going to have some really cool stuff going on. So please follow Lucas Live Media. If you're watching this because someone shared this broadcast, but you have not liked and followed Lucas Live Media on Facebook and YouTube, please do both. Like, subscribe, turn on your notifications, because as this stuff comes out, we don't want you guys to miss it. And we thank you guys for being here with us today. We are testing out our Let's Shop Live theory. We know we can do it. We're learning some things as we go. We're going to learn things as we do other shows. So we appreciate you guys. We're going to be doing some pre-recorded shows as well that won't be live. So that'll give us a chance as well to do some cool things. But we're really, really excited. We want to thank our guests who have been on so far, to Mark, to Steve, to Lily. Did I miss anybody who was on yet? Thank you to them. And we are now going to go to our next guest. She has a really cool business, and I am a fan. And I first saw her with with one piece of the business, because I know it's not the whole business, but she was down at Centennial Plaza, and she was um, I was able to take a pretty creative photo video thing was going on. It was real cool and real creative, and the camera was moving around us. And I don't know if you're just supposed to stand in one place and do your thing, or if you're supposed to be like me and try to follow the camera around. Like I didn't. It was a mess. Anyway, I'm gonna figure it out. She gonna teach us how to use it. Let's welcome to the show Miss Brittany Townsley. Brittany, how are you today?
I am well. Thank you for having me. And yes, you were
Great.
one
I
of the first people on the booth.
say that again.
I said you were one of the first people to get on our 360
Let's
booth. So,
go. Okay,
and
it's
we were still
official. Okay,
working
see, I
out
thought I
technical
thought I was
issues.
one of the coolest. You know what I mean? I'm like, was
Yeah.
I just really was that me being one of the first on there? I was. Okay, cool. Me and my wife got on there and
Mhm.
we was dancing around, and I didn't know what to do. I was following the camera. I was like, I don't know if I'm supposed to be following this camera like this. And then I think I did it again, and I tried to just stare in one space and not blink. That probably wasn't right either. Anyway, you're gonna teach us what you got going on. Talk to us about your business, Brittany. Tell people who you are, and tell us the name of your business.
Okay, it is prestigious pros. I know a lot of people have a hard time with the name, so it's prestigious pros.
Prestigious Pose Pros, right? Is that what it is? Prestigious Pose Pros. We
Yes.
do get the name messed up. I know I mess it up. I'm like, is it Pros or Po? Is the Popos come? Okay, it's Prestigious Pose Pros. Okay, we're professional posers. Is that what it is? Can you hear me there, Brittany? I think we may be having some technical difficulties. Can you hear me there, Brittany? All right, we're gonna come back. We're gonna come back to Brittany. I think her line may have dropped off. We're gonna get right back to Brittany and make sure we can get her on here. But the business is called Prestigious Pose Pros. Okay, so you guys make sure you guys check that out. We're gonna get her back on here. We are, and if we don't get her on here now, she's gonna have to come in studio real soon, and we're gonna sit down and talk about this. We're gonna do that anyway. But you guys can see it right there. Follow, like, and share Prestigious Pose Pros, their event and entertainment service business. You guys make sure you guys check that out. I'm gonna try to go back to her and see if she's here. Okay, she's not. She's not in the scene. It's okay. It's all right. And if you guys can see, I'm not gonna tell y'all what y'all do. That was like you guys also just saw a little bit of a green screen effect, but that's it's good for you guys to know we're in studio. We're making it happen live. Okay. All right. So when she gets back on, we're gonna go back to her. We're gonna get her back on here as soon as we can. We're gonna just we're working this out live, and sometimes with internet and things, things happen, and that's a part of a live show, and it's okay. But we thank you guys for supporting and checking it out, and we're gonna have her back on here in a minute. And like I said, if we don't, she's gonna be one of our first in studio guests here coming soon. So we're gonna make that work. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, what we're going to do now. Our next in studio guest is going to pull the microphone closer to him because we've been a little quiet on the in studio mic. We're going to make sure we're good with that and get that situated. Let me go back and check. We're going to check back with Brittany and see if she's back here um, yet in studio. I don't see her. So, all right. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to jump back in studio, and the lovely Miss Danielle Williams has an interview with quite a lovely lady herself. She is someone who I've been following her journey for quite some time now. Okay, I've been seeing her do her thing for quite a while, and we're gonna talk to her in just a minute. But I think we got Brittany back though, so we're gonna try Brittany real quick. They got all nervous and they got all ready in the studio. They were hyped, and we're gonna jump back. I think Brittany is back. Hey there, Brittany. Can you hear me?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. We can hear you. Sometimes there's internet issues. That's okay. And Brittany, hey, this is my promise. I'm gonna have you in studio soon. You cool with that?
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Okay, we're gonna have you in for a full interview. We're gonna do like a half hour, hour. We're gonna do the whole thing. We're gonna talk about it, and we're gonna make it happen. But today, so talk to us again. You said the business is called Prestigious Pose Pros, as in professional posers. Is that what it sounds supposed to sound like?
Correct, correct.
See, I'm smart. See, I got it. All right, so talk to us about the business. What all does the business provide, and who are you providing this for?
All right, so we are a locally owned business in Northeast Ohio, and it's a group of entrepreneurs who came together to provide entertainment services. So we have a photo booth, of course, a regular photo booth, a virtual photo booth, 360, the fan fave, of course. We have photography, wedding photography, family photography, DJ services. So we want to be kind of like eventually a one stop shop for entertainment services. We've been through we've been to wedding shows where we hear brides that have horror stories by having multiple vendors. So we figured like if they could just have one vendor and deal with one business, then it will help them enjoy their wedding experience. So.
That is a very smart idea, okay? Because it is true a lot of times when people go to plan their wedding or their event, they're piecemealing the things together. And they're like, oh, yeah, my DJ is over here, my photographer's over here, my videographer. And then they're trying to introduce them real quick, like, hey, just so you know, don't forget to get the picture of this, and the DJ's going to play a song at this time. So you're saying you are trying to coordinate the services. So a potential bride or a party planner or someone planning an event for their child or their family or whomever can come to you and
Mhm.
say, hey, we need all the things that make an event happen. And you guys are like, we got it.
Definitely. Yep. Black owned, women owned, and operated. It's me, China Broyles, and my cousin Shawan Million Townsley. So we are all together. We have other people coming along too that helps out with all of the services. So it's exciting. It's growing. I would encourage everybody that's out there that's thinking about something that Canton, Ohio doesn't have, bring it on because we didn't have a 360 booth before us. So we're like, we went somewhere, we saw it, we're like, this would be great. It's not in local, and so we brought it here, and we've had a great time being at all of y'all events.
I know y'all been everywhere. We see y'all. We see y'all. We like, there they go. So what does it cost? So when you bring it into an event, and first of all, let me say, phenomenal idea. When you had it, I had seen online people in these videos where it looked like the camera was moving around them, but I didn't know what was causing that effect. I didn't know if that was some after production or something they were doing. I had no idea until I saw your photo booth, and I was like, oh, this is what it is. And I had to come over and try it. And it was a very simple process. And at the event that I came to, each person came up and was able to pay to get a video, and then the video was sent to their phone or to their email or text to them. If I were to get you for a wedding, is it like a cash bar versus a paid thing? Like what does that look like if somebody was interested in that? Can the person just pay and have you guys there for the whole event and it's paid for and it's free to all the guests? Or is there a
Definitely.
model where people pay to come up? How does that work?
Definitely. So we would encourage you if you are entertaining your guests to go ahead and pay for it so they don't have to pay. Um,
Right.
There are options though that you can have your guests pay as well at your event, but we would encourage you to pay for them to enjoy the service. And then you get a personalized link for your event sent to you so you can share it with everybody.
I love it. I love it. Okay, now one more time before you go. Let people know what all you offer, and then let them know how they can get a hold of you.
So you guys can reach us at prestigiousposepros.com. You can email us at prestigiouspostpros@gmail.com. We appreciate the personal DMs, but we would rather you go to the website because that's what we pay for it for. Also, we are we will be having fall minis coming out and senior pictures coming out through our photographer in the fall. So reach out for that. And we're here for you guys. We thank you for everything and all of the support so far. Stay tuned because we got more stuff coming. We're going to continue to grow and expand.
I love it. Brittany, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for
You're
believing in
welcome.
what we're doing here at Lucas Live Media. And as you support us, we're going to continue to support you. I look forward to having you here in studio soon. Thank you so much, Brittany.
Yeah. Thanks for having me, Lucas. Bye, y'all.
Bye. All right, that was another wonderful guest. I really love what they're doing at Prestigious Pose Pros. Now that I can say it right, I feel even better about it. Because before I was like, y'all should call them because they good. They do good stuff. So I'm excited about it. Here's some more information. So you got to have people in the comments throwing up your information. That helps out right there. You guys check that out. They got the 360 photo booth. You can book now. They got the classic photo booth. They got photography, balloon art services and more. They even got the outdoor movie screen services. That's a fun thing to do. Have that outdoor movie. I think I'm gonna rent their outdoor movie thing and sell tickets or something. I think I'm gonna do something else. But that sounds like a wonderful, wonderful thing. Get your families together. Family reunions are going on right now. So many things are happening. These are great things to bring to that. So if you guys saw one of those photo booths and you wondered if you could have it at your wedding or your party or your family event, you absolutely can. You reach out to these wonderful ladies, a wonderful black female owned business. That's a powerful thing, and they're doing wonderful things here in our community. So shout out to them. All right, we are going to go to our final virtual guest. This is somebody who also is going to come in studio and meet with us soon. She's somebody who I like people, but you don't know them. You like know them, but you be like, I know you. You know what I mean? Because we've been Facebook friends for 10 years or something. And you watch what they do and you admire the work that they do. That's what this person is to me. Her name is Tori Fonts. She's going to be coming on here in just a second. And I am just fascinated by the many things that I see her doing often and over the years. And her and I talked, and we're gonna talk more. And I'm excited to talk to her here now. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show, Miss Tori Fonts. Hey, Tori, how are you?
Hey, I'm good. How are you?
I'm great. I'm great. Thank you for your patience. We worked through some technical difficulties and everything worked out. And here we
Yeah.
are. I am excited for you to talk to us today. Now, I feel like you do a lot of stuff, but today you're here to talk to us about something specific. Um, Tell the people your name, where you're from, and then talk to us a little bit about what you got going on right now.
My name is Tori Fonts. I am born and bred Canton, Ohio. Um, Canton,
Love it. That's good. Good. Kid, shout out. Kid.
and I represent Future Promise. We're serving a at-risk population, inner city youth. We just wrapped up our summer camp this year. We had we served kindergarten through eighth grade. We employed 11th and 12th grade youth. Um, we did a lot of stuff, and a lot of people. We had a lot of great programming. Served a lot of kids. It was exciting. It was exciting.
That's amazing. That's amazing. So, talk to us. Why? Why? Okay. A lot of people see a lot of young people out here running around. A lot of us have a lot of judgment toward the good or the bad. If they're doing great, we're like, "Good job, so and so's kid. That's my cousin. I know them. That's my child." And when they're messing
Right.
up, we're like, "Kids these days and our youth are troubled, and the school district needs to do more, and parents need to do more." What made you feel like you need to do more?
Um, I was. I think I was home for like college break over the summertime, and I would notice like some of the kids in my family, just the interactions that they would have. Then after I graduated from college, the interaction they would have over summer break and some of the things that they were doing, just laying around the house, not going out being kids like we were. And I could always remember, like when I go back to school, I have like this dumb moment where I don't remember anything from the previous year.
Yes.
So at uh, my previous employer, it, I was a program specialist where it was my responsibility to deliver program. Um, I worked for the Girl Scouts. So these kids were, anywhere from kindergarten through fifth grade. I started out in Akron Public Schools where we did in school and after school programming.
Mhm.
Um, and initially, before you start any type of program, you want to be able to capture your demographic, who you're serving. So the kids will fill out the form, name, address, grade, middle name, those basic things. And I would notice that when I would look at the registration forms, the kids wouldn't know what their middle name was. They wouldn't know how to spell their name. But during program delivery, during the session, when they're talking amongst their group, they knew the latest about what was happening in the community, what was happening, on social media, what was happening on TV, but they didn't know the basic things like their residence. If they're lost, can they call their parents? Can they identify themselves? Do they know who they are? Um, and then fast forward, I got transferred down here. I was working in Canton City Schools, and I noticed the same thing. Um, Kids are far more advanced than we were coming up. And I noticed that there's a gap. And depending on the time of the year, where the program will be held, if it's the beginning of the year, the basic things they would forget. But as the year will go on, you could tell the difference of those who, paid attention and learned different things versus the ones who didn't know, so they just used the cover up. So one of the main things I thought about was it's embarrassing when you don't know. Why are these kids acting out? Why are they doing the things that they're doing? And why are they, shying away from education? So it was one of the things where I thought maybe if we can teach them that education is fun, there's a purpose. It's cool to be smart. It's not,
Mm.
it's not cool to be a dummy. The purpose is to educate yourself so you can push forward to the next level. And I didn't see programs that were inclusive for our kids in my neighborhood where I grew up. So I just start writing. I took a grant writing class when I was in grad school, and I did an internship through a program that really dealt with inner city kids from Cleveland. And I saw all the things that they were doing. I wanted to really duplicate that or bring something positive to our community, to our kids, to start exposing them to different stuff that they wouldn't normally be afforded opportunities to attend, to participate, to even know about. Um, so I started back in 2008. I hit the ground running, and I've been going and going and going.
That's
Um,
amazing.
Yeah, yeah, it's been a challenge, but it's been a blessing as well. I've touched a lot of people. We've done a lot of things, and it's kind of like we're making our footprint within the community. So people are looking forward to what's next. What do you have going on? How can I be a part of it? So even before I got to the point where now I'm fully funded, but prior to when I was doing stuff, working, two, three jobs to pay for this or to pay for that,
Mm.
or just having something in the community wanting to support, and it was just taken care of by the community. So it's been a blessing to have all the support.
I love it.
Oh,
Tori, I people are in the comments asking how they can help already. And that's what this is about. We bring it on not only businesses that people can purchase something from, but businesses that people can support, businesses that need to share the message of what they're doing. Because we often hear what a organization like yours is doing, and there's somebody out there who's thinking, my young person needs to be engaged in this and they need to be involved. And that's wonderful. And we'll talk about how those families can contact you. And then there's other individuals out there who either want to give tangible currency, dollars and cents, or they want to give the currency of their times and their talent to help with what you're doing. And again, there's people in the comments already saying that if you're watching this live or by replay and you're interested, let us know if you want to help, if you want to donate, or if you have a young person who you want to be involved. So, Tori, how can people? First, let's talk about volunteering real quick. And I know we're probably right at our time, but I think this is really important. If somebody out there wants to volunteer to work with you, number one, is it summertime? And so we're almost at the end of this round, and you won't need anybody until next summer. And then, if so, though, either way, how do they get a hold of you?
well, my need is normally in the summer. We do special events. I usually post or send out a mass text, but you can contact me by what phone 330-907-2866, or you can send me an email, torifonts@gmail.com, or just reach out to me on social media. Very approachable. I'm available, and take on anybody that's willing to help out.
I love that. What about donating money? Somebody out there, their bank account is overflowing. They're like, "Oh, I don't know what to do," right? They're like, it's just too much money in here. The bank can't hold it, right? Or they're a person who just has a heart to give, as many of us do, who, we're looking at what can I give to that I can see a return, not a tangible return on my investment, but a return in my community. Are there opportunities for people to give, and if so, how could they do that?
Absolutely. We have a business account with CSC. Um, if you're interested, you can send money to the account. It's under Future Promise, or just contact me to make way, I can send you our contact information as far as our PO box for receiving mail or things like that. But just a phone call away. If money is great, but hands and bodies and people moving, is even better. So
Okay, okay. You don't hear that too often. Most of the time, people are like, money is great, period. That's the end of that conversation. What are you talking about? Okay, so money is great and bodies are great. Okay, so what we want to do here at Lucas Live Media is we want to make a donation. So I'll reach out to you. We're going to make a donation from Lucas Live Media. And because I'm not bringing myself down to be messing with no kids and working. No, I'm just kidding. I love kids. I'd love to help. So we're gonna figure out ways of helping others get involved and work with you. I had the pleasure of working with children for over most of my life. Literally, I work with children, and would love to learn more about your organization and see how I can help maybe next summer, as well as spread the word, as well as make a donation. So thank you so much for supporting us and all that we're doing here at Lucas Live Media. And Tori, we are committed to continuing to support you. So thank you so much.
thank you so much.
Any other information you want to give before you go? Anything else they need to know about how to contact you, what to do? Anything we're missing?
We're having a huge back to school giveaway and community resource fair August 11th at Crenshaw Park. 12 to 4, we'll be giving out book bags. We'll have lots and lots and lots of um, supplies and entertainment for the kids. Just bring your families down. It's a good networking opportunity. Business information, kids having fun. August 11th, 12 to 4 at Crenshaw Park.
August 11th, Crenshaw Park down on the southeast side,
Yep.
12 to 4, book bags, fun, family, business, networking. Don't miss it, Tori. I'm trying to get down there, so we're going to figure that out. And I'm excited about it. Thank you so much for your service to our community.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we just had some wonderful, wonderful guests on, and we have more to come. We are about to jump into more in studio guests. So if you guys have not seen Lucas Live Studio One inside because you missed the first part of the show, I don't know what you were doing, eating or something, having lunch or something. I don't know. Taking your afternoon nap, but there's nothing like a Sunday afternoon nap. Maybe you were doing that. I respect that. But you guys are about to see some wonderful in studio guests. Again, shout out to everybody who was here virtually and in person, to everybody who's watching this, who tuned in, who stayed on, who came back on. Thank you. Because I know when we're on social media, there's so many things pulling at our attention. To sit and to watch one thing at one time can challenge our shortened attention span. So I thank you guys. And I hope you reach out to these businesses. Let me know. Inbox me. Tell me, hey, I reached out to them and now I'm volunteering. I reached out to them and I bought their product or their services, and we really want to support these businesses. This is not just a showcase for showcase sake. This is a showcase so that we can actually support these businesses, buy their products and services, and follow their pages and make sure we're a part of their communities. So we are now about to go back in studio. I think our in studio host and guest are ready to roll. They are just as lovely as they want to be. We are about to hear about a wonderful business owner. I was saying earlier that I've been following her career for a long time, and I have a front row seat, and I'm extremely impressed at everything that she's doing and everything that she's done, and she's going to share more of that with you. I'm going to turn it back over to the lovely Miss Danielle and our beautiful in studio guest, Miss Karine Marie.
Well, thank you again, Lucas. And I actually have the honor and privilege to interview a friend of over 10 years now, Miss Karine Marie. And now she is a woman with many talents and hidden gems and all kinds of things. And now she is working under the name of Inner Word Media. Please tell us what that is all about.
Of course. So Innerward Media is a media company, and we focus on inner thoughts, so the inside, so bringing what's inside of you outside of you. So that starts with writing. We're gonna move it to film, and all sorts of kind of media, really. But right now we're focusing on the books and the films.
The books and the film. You are so creative. You have done many things. Like I said, 10 years in the making of this friendship. And when I first met you, you were designing clothes, you were writing books, you do everything. So, what is unique about this role compared to the others?
So I think it's just the expression, of what is inside of me. As I said, the inner work media, bringing what is inside of you outside of you. So when I was making the clothes, it was a way of me being creative. Like I have these visions in my head, like I can And when you see them on the inside of you, you just start creating. I think every artist can relate to that, but you just want to try it and you want to do it. And that's kind of how I got started with the writing too. Like I had this story inside of me, and I wanted to write it. I wanted to see what it looked like on paper. I wanted to get those words out, and they just came out and they just flowed creatively. So I like to allow myself to flow creatively. I do not like to be put in a box.
Right.
I do not like uniform.
Right.
Like I
As
like
all
to.
artists do.
Yeah, I
Don't
like. I like to. I like to express myself.
Yeah.
And that's where I find the freedom.
And that's what it looks like. Like Lucas said, I kind of get a front row seat too. I've been your friend for a decade now. So it really seems like what you're stepping into now is evolution. It's a new career and you're changing and your business has changed as you change. And it's really inspiring to see, especially as your baby sis. You know, I watch you and it's so inspiring to see, it's so inspiring to be a part of it. How can the audience get a hold of you and what makes what you're doing unique to them? How can you interact and engage with our audience online? What can you bring to our community? What is inner words? What does that mean for our community? How can they get involved?
Absolutely. So right now, like I am selling my books. They're right here.
Yes.
Which is you can find them on KareemMurray.com.
Which is a great read. A great read.
Thank you. Yes, you can find that on KareemMurray.com. And then we have InnerWordMedia as well.com. And that is more of me like just helping other people who want to write books or want to get started with writing. So I have a platform for people who want to write a book or even a film. Like I'm a writer. I don't like to say like I'm an author.
Right.
Like I'm a writer. Like I write films. I write books. You know, I write poetry.
I remember you were ghostwriting before.
Yeah, I was ghostwriting.
Yeah, so amazing. You do everything.
But so yeah, like helping people write so they can get their ideas out there, get their creative expression out there. Maybe they don't know exactly how to do that. So a lot of people they always tell me they want to write a book,
Right.
but they don't know where to start. They don't know how to publish it. So those writing services goes from writing the book to publishing the book and all that entails. And then we move on to the marketing of the book because after you have your book written, you have to, you know, put it out there. You don't want just your family and your friends to buy it. You want to reach a broad audience. You know, like my goal is to influence and inspire millions of people with my writing. Like that's what I'm doing it for, and that's what I think is worthy of.
Yes.
You know, like there's so many people, there's so many movies out there, there's so many books out there that sell worldwide.
Yes.
You know, like who's to say that I can't, or who's to say that somebody else can?
Right.
So it's just getting started and cultivating yourself and continue to grow and continuing to be consistent with what you're doing and consistent with your expression and your art and continue to get better and grow. So yeah.
I think that's beautiful, Corinne, because there was a time on Facebook when everyone was writing short stories and putting those out. And I know many people that want to write a book or want to write a short film, but just don't know where to start. It's intimidating to get those thoughts onto paper and watch them flourish into a short film or a book or whatever they're wanting to create. So you're doing this and now you're offering a space to help others do the same thing that you're doing. I think that is amazing. And I just don't have any words because you are just so inspiring. And like I said, as you grow, everything that you do around you is growing too. And the people that are around you are growing with you. And I love it, Corinne. So can you tell them again, KareemMurray.com. Is there any other way that we can reach you? Or how can anyone out there that's watching that wants to start a book or start a short film or anything, how can they reach out to you? What are the steps to be able to reach out to you and get that process going?
So yes, on my website, if they go to KareemMurray.com, there's a consultation tab on there that they can reach out to me. They can click on the schedule button and just schedule an appointment with me. I do my first 30-minute consultation for free. So we can just talk about their ideas and what they want to do, and then we can start figuring out a plan from there. People can also find me on Instagram at LoveKareemMurray. I always welcome people to slide into my DMs. Like this is a DM generation,
right?
So
yes.
Go ahead and slide if you want to do business,
right?
website, and I'm always out in the community. If somebody sees me out and just comes and talks to me, it's like I welcome that too. My email is hello@kareemmarie.com. So any of those ways.
Beautiful, Corinne. It was a pleasure to talk to you guys. Make sure if you haven't read her book, do so please. Check out her website, check out her Instagram, check out all her social media platforms. And if you are someone looking to write a short film or a book or whatever it is in the creative industry, check out my girl, Corinne Marie. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sis.
Yes,
Love you.
love you too.
And that was an awkward pause just for a second, just to hold them there. Hold on, I want them to stay there. I'm going to test something out. Hope you guys could hear that interview good. I looked at one of the settings and I was like, wait, is that set right? So hopefully that was working and you guys were hearing that well. I am going to try something. So you guys stay right there and keep smiling. I'm going to try to come to the couch scene and a scene where I'm in the scene too. Okay, so they're kind of there. We're just testing something out real quick. I'm a small business owner too, and I'm working out my business as well. So we're testing something out. I wonder what's going to happen if I push this button. Let's see. Okay, that shows Danielle. She's looking down. She doesn't know she's on the scene. And that shows our screen, and they're kind of in the middle. And we were excited to have them. You guys wave for us real quick just so they can see you guys. All right, there they are. Aren't they lovely? What a great time we had. Thank you guys so much. The lovely Corinne Marie. Today on the show. You guys, if you have not read A Small Piece of Her Heart, it is the rewrite. It is a revised version. It is available at KareemMarie.com. If you read the first one and you liked it, or you read the series and you enjoyed it, and you can't get enough of Daniel and Aubrey, now is your chance to get to know them. We're going to get ready with our next in studio guest. She is heading to the couch right now. This is really fun for me. If you guys have watched Lucas Live, you guys know that I often do a lot of things. You know, I often wear a lot of hats and do a lot of things. And I'm really excited to really be getting behind the camera, I guess, as they say. You know, like Denzel. Don't Denzel produce some movies and stuff, right? Then you get behind the scenes eventually. Eventually, you get to that phase where you're like, I not only want to um, be a part of or in front of the camera, I want to be behind the scenes. So I'm have the pleasure of doing that here today, and I'm excited to do more of this. Again, we have some great things coming out. You guys stay tuned. I'm going to be announcing those who have signed to Lucas Live Media Records podcast record label very soon. I'm really excited about those that are going to be doing that. I'm also going to be working with some local businesses doing what are called branded podcasts. Branded podcasts are where I work with businesses and help them create a podcast that tells the story of their business in an ongoing way. It helps us understand what they do and why they do it. It helps us have conversations with them and their stakeholders and those who they impact in the community and their customers. And it's a fascinating concept, and I'm excited to be now working in that space with some wonderful, wonderful businesses. So you guys stay tuned for that. I'm going to turn it back over now to our wonderful in-studio host, Miss Danielle Williams. She has another wonderful, lovely lady in studio, a great friend of mine as well. Let me turn it over to Miss Danielle in Lucas Live, Studio One.
All right, we are here with Miss Joy Ellis, and I'm super excited because I get to see all the work online. I've met you a few times, but to actually talk to you and ask you about some of your business ventures and what you actually do is going to be amazing. So, Miss Joy, thank you so much for joining us. And please tell us about Joyful.
Yeah. Joy Life Talent.
Joy Life
Yes.
Talents. I'm reading your t-shirt and also trying to tell us all about it.
Well, thank you so much for having me. It's really exciting to be here.
Yes.
So I appreciate that. I've also been watching what you're doing
Oh,
online and
thank
super
you.
excited
Thank you.
that you're bringing Stomp and Shake to the area because, you know, I'm an HBCU
Ooh,
alumni cheerleader.
didn't
So,
know
you know,
that.
I was like, when I saw that, I was
You
like,
gotta
yes.
come through then to
Right,
the showcase
so-
for sure.
Yeah, so I will be there.
Sweet.
But Joy Life Talent really is a company that I started in 2016.
Awesome.
Where I just wanted to focus on helping people who wanted to cultivate their talents,
Okay.
specifically within the performing arts,
Okay.
theater, singing,
Yes.
acting, all of that. And so
Yes.
it's always been something that I've been passionate about. I have a degree in theater, and I have just loved it all my life.
Yeah.
And so when I got to a point to where I was like, well, what's next? What I want to do? One of the major things was like, I really want to be able to give and to pour into the next generation and those who are my age and older
Yes.
who want to sing or act, and they're in Ohio, and they might
Yes.
think, who does that? Wait, there's plenty of actors and singers
Oh
right here in
yes.
Northeast
Oh
Ohio.
yes. Yes. So speaking of that, I know you've done a few events, and I just watched one of the events that you just held. And can you remind me of the winner? Who was the winner?
Yes,
What is his name?
Dejan Dickerson.
Dejan Dickerson. Listen,
Yes.
he sang the national anthem for the football games and some of the basketball games at McKinley.
Yes.
And when we first heard him sing, I think everyone in the crowd was stunned and shocked at his voice. Tell us about that experience and all the other acts. I know they were all just as amazing, but tell us about that event and how impactful that was.
Absolutely. So Star Search, Stark County Search was born last year. We did an
Awesome.
edition with adults,
Okay.
and Lovely Sumlin won that. And so she did like a single with our team afterwards and released that. And that's on all
Wow.
platforms. It's called Lion. And she's
Wow.
an amazing singer.
She is.
And so we thought, you know, we're going to go ahead and do it again.
Yes.
But let's offer this opportunity for youth. And, you know,
Yes.
and so that's what the Young Star, which I loved because it kind of came from the word youngster. And I was like, that's so old school.
Okay.
But I was like,
Love
ooh, Young
it.
Star. I like
Love
this Young
it.
Star.
Yeah.
And so this Star Search this year, 2023, was the Young Star edition. We
Okay.
had 7 young people who were who performed, and the overall experience was amazing. So some of them I knew, some of them I did not.
Yes.
Some I worked with, some I had not worked with, but
Yeah.
I wanted to create this opportunity for them to be able to have a platform to show their gifts. And so that's really Joy Life Talent is all about creating really cool experiences for young people and old alike to show their gifts and their talents. And so Dejan was just one of those. I mean, he's remarkable. I've heard him sing all
Yes.
over the
Oh
community.
my goodness.
And, you know, talented children like Dejan, like that's my jam. Like I literally love to see them shine. I love to
Yes.
see all kids shine. But sometimes when you are there with that talent, you need the right people to hear you.
Yep.
And back in the day when there wasn't social media and stuff, we were just like, who's going to discover me? How am I going to be known if I don't go to New York or if I'm not in California? And now we have platforms with social media, and they can get out there and they can sing one time and it can happen.
Yes.
So if I can provide those cool opportunities and get them in front of people, then I'm going to continue to do that. So
That is amazing, and that is something that I think the city of Canton needs.
mhm.
We do have many talented people. We have talented artists. We have painters. We have
Yes.
entertainers. We
Mhm.
have comedians. We have so many people outside of what we're known for, sports. We have some really cool artists. So to give these young people and young adults that platform and there's that space to be able to create, and then so you mean to tell me that after these two people won, they get to go into a studio and like record a song and
Well, see, that was so that was our prize last year.
sweet.
But here's the thing, like I told them the sky's the limit. You know, it just depends on what they want.
Yes.
And so the initial prize they got, the children got, they got money. Okay. So we know
Okay,
they love
okay,
money. So
right,
we
right.
did cash prizes this year, but it doesn't stop there. And that's what I
Right.
love about this. It's not just one show. Like I gave all of the children an opportunity to have 4 free sessions with me before the show.
Awesome.
So they got to, those who wanted to got to come and just, you know, let me help you. What all do you need?
Yes.
And then from there, I said you might get performance opportunities from this performance, even if you don't win. Somebody
Right.
might say, "Hey,
Of course.
I'd love for Danielle to come and sing at this
Right.
event." So they're gonna have that. It's gonna be ongoing.
Yes.
And the other branch of Joy Life Talent is Joy Life Elite, where we basically hone in on like excellence in the arts. And so if I am creating a hub of entertainers, performers that the community can draw from. So they say,
Yeah.
"Hey, I need a singer to sing at the MLK event. I need a dancer here. I need a
Awesome.
poet over here."
So
I
they're gonna
want them to be able to
contact
come to
you.
Joy Life Talent and let
Awesome.
me hook that
Awesome.
up for
So
you.
I know we have people out there looking and are eager to get a hold of you and to get involved. So if there's someone out there that says, "Hey, I can sing and I would love an opportunity to sing at maybe one of the Hall of Fame games or wherever events that we do have here, how can they get a hold of you and what does that look like? The booking process, what does that look like for you?
Sure. I use a booking app, and so
Okay.
it's very easy. Today, what I'm doing for everybody is you can text Joy Life to 234-262-0296, and I think that you might have a flyer that says that maybe, but so what you could do is text Joy Life to that number,
Okay.
and I will send you, and I'll begin talking to you. It'll be me. I'll
Okay.
send you information right from there.
That is
I
awesome.
like to do a consultation.
Yes.
Usually that consultation costs.
Okay.
I'm going to offer a free consultation where you
Wow.
can sing for me, you can act, you can do whatever, and I'm going to give you on the spot feedback. I'm going to give you my personal opinion and my expertise for
Awesome.
that amount of time, of the amount of time of our consultation,
Yes.
and we can go from there. So whether you want to book a 6-week sessions with me or you want to go elsewhere, it's completely fine. But I am offering that today to
Awesome.
those who are listening. So you only know if you actually tuned in. Don't tell nobody. Don't tell
Right,
nobody.
right,
No, I'm just kidding. But if you
right.
tuned in, you can text Joy Life to 234-262-0296 and get a free consultation with me.
Joy, that is amazing. You're doing some amazing things
Thank
for our
you.
youth
So
and
are
as
you.
people in the community. Thank you.
Mhm.
But I mean, the city has they have the work cut out for them. They're gonna have to bring their talent and bring it to you. And I really can't wait to see what talent comes from Joy Life Entertainment.
Thank
I am
you.
so excited. So
I am too.
thank you so much for being here with us.
Mhm.
And again, how can they contact you one more time? Because they might not have got it. But
Yes.
Joy Life, what?
Yeah, it's Joy Life Talent. So today and anytime you can text me, but you can text 2342. Yeah, wait. 234. What is it?
Uh-oh.
Wait,
234
It's in the
262.
comments, right? Put it in the
262
Yeah,
comments.
262-0296. It's on there. And then my
Awesome.
sis put it in the comments.
Yes.
I am on social media as Love My Joy Life. And you can read that's Instagram, Joy Ellis
There we
on
go.
Facebook, Joy Life Talent on Facebook. Send me a message, slide in my DMs.
Yes.
Make it happen. I work with, and I also, this is a question I get. I work with children starting around age 4. So if you have
Okay.
a 4-year-old, and they're interested in singing, like send them my way.
Awesome.
And I go all, I mean, there's no age limit. Like I've had, grandmas, I've had all kinds
Right,
of
right.
people
Because
come
we
for
all have
lessons.
talents, and it doesn't matter.
Yes.
We want to explore them, and this
Yes.
is an awesome way to do that.
Mhm.
And I really cannot wait for all the other events and shows that you put on here in the city to give our people the opportunity to showcase their talents. So,
Thank
Joy,
you.
thank you so much. It was a pleasure.
It's a pleasure being here.
Thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, another wonderful guest here live at Lucas Live Studio One here on Let's Shop Live, our live virtual vendor showcase. We just had the wonderful Miss Joy Ellis. She is here dancing in studio. I don't know what she's gonna do if we switch this camera back, but whatever. Just it's having fun. We're having fun in studio. You
Yeah.
never know.
Oh,
You can't come on my show and think I'm not gonna put you out there. It's okay. We only caught half of her on there dancing. We're gonna have a dance-off competition here one day as well. I want to thank you guys who are still here. We have one final guest. She is one of our co-hosts, and she's just been helping in the background and producing and making sure things are going well and helping things happen. She is heading to the couch. She is somebody who really inspired me to even try something like this. And her and I have done things like this in the past. You may remember we did a show together called The Fish Tank, which was like the Shark Tank, except instead of looking for an investor, we were looking for support. And many of you supported those businesses, and it was a great opportunity. And I heard from a lot of those business owners and people that they garnered attention from being on the show and that it was beneficial to them in their business. And that is our hope to continue to do this going forward in more creative ways. I also want to share a couple things real quick. I do want to share, I did throw up this, I'm going to try it. I did share Joy's flyer there. I had some other things that were sent to me for our other participants today. So while they have that interview, I'm going to get those things loaded so I can show you guys some of the pictures of Steve Beatty's Pop Secret Seasoning and Kareem Marie's book and some other things that we have here for you guys to check out. So stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. And let's go over to the couch. Back to you, Miss Danielle Williams and our wonderful, wonderful. She's not a guest. She's a part of the team. Back to you guys.
All right, thank you. Oh my goodness.
Hey girl, hey girl.
Hey girl, hey girl. Another sister of mine, she has come to my camps, my cheerleading camps, and has sponsored her services for us, Live Shots Photography. Her and her daughter actually came one time and killed it. Thank you so much, Miss Adriana. Live Shots Photography. So, what are we working with now? What are we cooking up now? I know you are a woman of many things. Live Shot Photography, minding your business. I mean, you're kind of like doing it all too. So, what are we doing, Miss Adriana?
We want to do it all. We trying to do this, that, and a little bit of something else.
Hey, as we
mean,
should.
we trying to just
As
do a
we
little bit
should.
of everything. But as of right now, we are, the HBCU Hall of Fame is coming up, so we're trying to
Yes.
narrow it down for our seniors because we have that account again. So we'll be focused on that for a little bit, and then
Okay.
after that, we'll get back into our seniors have been heavy, and our sports have been heavier.
Yes.
So
So we're doing a lot of senior pictures and headshots. And what about like group photos? Have you done like team pictures, things like that?
We didn't do any team pictures this year so far. In fact, usually I have a partner.
Okay.
So my partner does mostly seniors in sports.
Awesome.
Rocky Dorsey, shout out.
Awesome.
He does all that. I usually do weddings and events.
Okay.
But people really ain't getting married the way that they used to get married. I'm not really sure what happened. No judgment. I mean, it is what it is.
Yep.
I've done it. Whatever.
Yep.
So with that being said, things kind of they turn.
Okay.
So we're just kind of rolling with it.
Yeah.
So wherever it's turning, we turning with it. And,
As you should, right? Adjusting to what's happening. So with Live Shot Photography, we've heard maybe some weddings, we've heard some events, we heard headshots, senior headshots. What else? What other services do you offer, and what other photography things can people reach out to you to book for them?
So we've been playing with this. I'm saying we as in me because there's only one on the side.
Mm-hmm,
but been playing around with, the minding your business and the live shots photography. There's a branding your business that's being birthed somewhere in the midst of
Okay.
it. So it's for your businesses, but it's all the photography you could possibly need, whether it be product photography, whether it be headshots, whether it be I still have my design,
Yes.
so I can still do logos and whatnot. I don't tell a lot of people.
Right.
I mean, I just told everybody.
You may have, but
what it is, what it is.
It is what it is. We're gonna put it out there, and now
Right.
it's gonna flourish.
So we do that, and I'm putting it together because my passion is, you already know, the small businesses.
Yes.
And however I can help, however I can service, if I can come to a cheerleading event and shoot pictures to help promote it for the following year is what we want to do.
Right.
So we're trying to work it out.
That is very awesome because I myself have a small business, and I know I have some friends with small businesses, and with some of my content and the photos that I capture, they're pretty good. But I have friends that are like, "How are you doing this? How are you doing that?" And it is kind of hard to kind of step away from what you're doing to go help and service those. So with you providing that service is amazing because we have some people out here with amazing products, but sometimes the photos and just the presentation of them aren't so good. So we're not getting the business that we could get if we had some professional photos. So that in itself is amazing. How can our small businesses reach out for that service? Is that something you're planning, or that it's in the motion? How can they get in touch with you as far as business branding?
So it's already in the motions. And let me tell you this right here. Like, everyone knows that I'm a foodie.
Okay.
Everybody knows I love the food.
Okay.
I won't go if your photos don't look right.
Mm-hmm.
I do research before I
Pictures
start
speak
eating
1,000
people's stuff.
words, right?
And it's serious. So I do Mandy's stuff. I've been doing, Jessica's promotions and her products and whatnot. But I tell them, I'm like, we got to get these photos on point because that's the first thing that anyone sees. And they know the first thing you see is what you get pretty much. And I will slide left on you if your pictures ain't right.
I mean,
so
no judgment, but that's just kind of anybody.
No, there's judgment.
Okay, we gonna judge. We are judging here.
Judging in that moment before it goes and consumes inside the body. You want to make sure.
You want to make sure it's
and
right.
And it could be very well. It could be very good. It could be tasteful and all that, seasoned great. But if your photos aren't correct, you could be missing the opportunity. So it's very important.
Yeah, and then I mean, even just let's say taking your business seriously. If you're going to be serious, you need to have a website and photos that speak highly of your product or your business. You could have a great product, but if you have pictures on your website that aren't so
Okay. You can go to our website and bookliveshots.com. You can make your appointments. You can fill out the questionnaires, the consultations. Like Joy has said, we also have consultations. I'd like to talk to you about it, what's going on, where you like to take the pictures, how do you, see yourself there to come here and just make it your comfortable. However, we can help to enhance. So we talk about that first, and that's number one.
Okay, hold on, everybody. I don't know if you guys can hear me here. We lost sound there for a second. Let me. All right, I think you guys can hear me now because of how I'm coming to you. But let me find what's happening here and see if there's a reason why we would have lost our total sound. I'm gonna reboot something real quick. We're almost there to the end. I thank you guys for your patience. Um, we get to learn how these technical difficulties are going, and we're gonna figure this all out. You can hear me. Okay, thank you, Mandy. I really appreciate it. Shout out to Mandy at Mandy's Menu. She does wonderful work herself, and that's who Adriana was referring to was Mandy, and the work that she does with her and for her. And we're gonna have Mandy on one day soon as well. Hope she brings some food. You can come to the studio if you bring some food. We just got to keep it off the couch, but we're gonna get this up and running here. I'm not sure why we lost sound there, but we're going to reboot this and see what that is. Okay, in between time though, let me show you guys a couple things. Um, I'm going to just throw them on screen. Kareem Marie was here, and she has this book here that you can see here, A Small Piece of Her Heart. That's it right there. You guys check that out, and let me give you guys another visual. Yeah, I'm just throwing them on the screen and then fixing it live. Yes, we are. There's that. All right, I don't know where our sound is. Our soundboard is rebooting. Technology. It's a fancy soundboard. It better work. You know what I mean? It's really, it's a real deal. But you guys can see more information here about Kareem Marie and her self care package and what she has to offer here for you guys. So you guys check that out. I'm gonna lean over. I'm gonna get out the way. Y'all see that? Y'all see that? Okay. You can. There we go. I think our soundboard is coming back to life. She has a book box that has the book, A Small Piece of Her Heart. It has all natural whipped lavender shea butter. It has all natural shower sugar scrub, a scented natural soy wax candle, gold under eye mask for collagen treatment, cozy, soft, fuzzy socks, and a tassel custom design bookmark. You guys check that out. If you guys not only want the book, but you want the custom package, that is available for you there. All right, we're going to go back to our interview. I'm going to come back in just a second with a little more about our other guests that were on. But let's get back to our live here. Let's jump back into. We want to hear from them. Adriana was starting to explain a little more about minding your business, and we lost sound. So if she can rewind a little bit, we'll jump back in there, and we're back.
There we have it. Sweet, sweet technology.
Sweet. Sweet. Come on, Jesus.
Minding your business. Tell us.
Minding your business. So minding your business, yes, we are trying to do some different things out here. As of right now, we are getting back into our events.
Yes.
Had a couple people actually come hunt a girl down, talking about something. I thought there was an event in October.
Yeah, as they should.
Which I didn't.
Mhm.
But you know what? We can always put one together because listen, that's what we do.
Improvise.
And
Yeah.
then as you see, minding your business, then linked up with Lucas Live Media. But we have been definitely going to different places, checking out different spots, and the book has been flourishing. We've been adding different things, been adding some people who like to write and stuff
Yes.
like that to the book, just
Beautiful.
little pieces into it to fill it up again, trying to
Beautiful.
keep it out the trash because, I don't like being thrown away. So
Right.
if that means we got to ask somebody to write some wonderfulness inside,
There we
that
go.
works it
Yeah.
out.
So for people that don't know, I do know that minding
Yes,
your
you do.
business, that it's like a directory, right?
Yes.
For all small businesses and business in general. That are they local to us as Canton, Massillon, Stark County? What is that looking like as far as who can input their business into the directory, and even how can they do that?
Okay, so Minding Your Business, the book is local as of
Okay.
right now. It is all Stark County. There's a little bit of Summit County in there.
Okay.
We end up turning me and Robert. We had end up turning Minding Your Business into into a nonprofit, which is Minding Your Business Network.
Oh.
And that includes everywhere so far in Ohio, because there's Cleveland, there's Cincinnati, there's Dayton in there, and they're all on the same website. They're all going to be, in fact, I'm still working on it. If you go to, I want to say, the Minding Your Business page, there's like a directory part where you can literally just look up cook, or you can look up food, or you can look up acting, and you'll be able to
Yep.
cease it out, and they'll be
Okay.
able to be categorized that
That
way.
is beautiful.
So just, one-stop shop.
Yes.
Come in there and just be able to get anybody, and it's not minority mostly, because
Okay.
I've always does that, but
Right.
there are, of course, the women.
Yes.
You have the African Americans. You have, everybody included is on there. It's mostly
Awesome.
small businesses is where
Awesome.
my focus is. If you're a small business, my heart is with you. I want to
Yes.
help somehow, some way, and put you on there. If you are a big business, you can always sponsor a small
Yes.
business.
Right.
I mean,
Oh,
we have love
wow.
for you, but you got it. So
Awesome.
we want you to help somebody else get it. So you can sponsor, and you can help us help them in some type of
Awesome.
way.
Adriana, you're doing great things as always. I think we've
Well,
been
amen.
together for about maybe 3 or 4 years now. You've
Mhm.
helped me. You give me some really great resources. You hooked me up with the health department, and girl, I've been flourishing ever since. They've been sending me all
Yeah.
kinds of things I needed from my cheer camp. So thank you for that. Thank you for that connection, for that. So she's about her business, you guys. She's really out here trying to help small businesses and anyone really in need for the resources that are out here that we just don't know about. So Adriana, thank you so much for your service and just being here with us.
Absolutely.
All right, everybody.
Absolutely.
And we're back here to me. All right, everybody. I want to thank my wonderful co-hosts and for what they've done and all the work they've done to help this happen in the background. I want to thank my wonderful wife, Kareem Marie, who was a guest on the show, who helps make sure that I stay sane as I figure these things out. My daughter, Ashanti, is here in studio. She's been assisting me this summer with a lot of things, which has just been wonderful. She graduated high school and came here to help her dad out for a little while before she goes off and starts her adult life adventures, whatever. But I'm proud of her and grateful for her as well. I want to show you guys a couple more things here. I want to show you guys Steve Beatty's. This is the artisan seasoning, the pink Himalayan sea salt. Himalaya from the Himalayas. Um, so this is the sea salt. We're gonna call this the Jerome sea salt from the Himalayas, the Himalayan and black pepper, sea salt, 5 ounces. You guys check that out. This is that out. I think we lost our sound. She said all that, and we lost our sound. That was like the most wonderful, eloquent statement, and we lost our sound. She can say, we're going to figure it out. It's mine is back, but I don't know that hers is back. So let me see what happened here. I appreciate you guys for your patience. She just said made a wonderful, wonderful plea for you guys to check this out. So if I can get that back, we're gonna make that work. If not, she's gonna have to come over here and make it happen.
I will.
All right, why don't you come over here, Danielle? Why don't we figure that out? We're gonna just have her join me over here on set here. So welcome.
Thank you.
It's gonna like half blur in, half blur out. Let me fix this here. All right, here's what we're gonna do. All right, so Danielle, you just gave us this passionate plea about what's going on. Look, there's a chair for you and everything.
Thank
Look
you.
at that. That's magic. Look at us. Our set. We got help around here. People are sliding chairs in like
Please.
Ghostbusters. All right, I gotta get this thing off my face. Let's go. All right, boom. We're gonna throw that there. All right, so again, apologize. Thank you guys who have stayed with us and who are watching, and things have gone wrong and things have gone right, and you guys have still been supporting. First of all, Danielle, real quick, you're gonna talk to us again about your cheer camp that's
Yes,
coming,
yep.
and today's the last day to sign up.
Today is the last day to sign up, and we're doing registration through Eventbrite. So I can put the link in the comments, and if you also go to my page at Danielle Williams, it's all on there. Like I said, through Eventbrite, and if you just search in Coach Danielle, you should be able to find that as well. Today is the last day because tomorrow is the first day. So
Okay, right. So you got to sign up today because you're running out of chances and opportunities.
Yeah.
And just to recap briefly, you said that you felt Stomp and Shake was something.
Yeah.
It's different. Somebody
It's
hears
different.
Stomp and Shake. I'm hearing you say Stomp and Shake. I saw it on a thing. I thought it was just a cool name for your camp.
Oh, no.
Oh, Stomp and Shake. Okay,
Mhm.
I don't know. But they always Stomp and Shake. I don't know what
Yeah.
that means. What is that exactly?
So it is a different style of cheerleading. So we have traditional cheer, we have competition cheer, we have stomp and shake cheer. And stomp and shake is what you usually see at the HBCU level. Ms. Joy Ellis is here, and I think that we could go over. She is a stomp and shake cheerleader.
She is?
So
Uh-huh.
for the culture and
Right.
background of it, and just to show
Right.
my due diligence and respect to her, I would love for her to tell you guys.
We're gonna have to have her
stomp
come
and
over
shake.
though, because see, we're running out of. It's our mic setup situation. All
Stomp
right.
and shake, but
All right. Well, she's gonna have to come join us again. We're gonna have more people. We are squeezing it in here. Oh no, come around here-ish. And she has a green,
she has
your
green.
green
Oh,
I have-
on. It's okay.
It's
All
okay.
right. We're really testing stuff out.
This is
okay.
This is
It's all right.
lives
This
again.
is a see-through moment
All right.
here, okay? This is a very transparent time. Okay, I'm gonna be very transparent.
Stomp and shake cheer.
Talk to us
Yes.
about Stomp and
So
Shake.
Stomp and Shake cheer, and here's the thing, like I came from Massillon, so yeah, and so therefore I came from very traditional cheer, and so when I went to an HBCU and tried out for cheer, they were like, that okay, this is how we do it, and it was literally an experience. So it's more rhythmic. You're gonna do more
Yeah.
stomping. You're gonna do more shaking. You're gonna be doing more dancing with it, as opposed to like your high V, low V, T, broken T,
Mhm.
right fight, left fight.
Yep.
It's going to be like it's more of a dance and it's
Yes.
more of a feel, and it goes hand in hand with the band,
Mhm.
you know. And
Yeah.
so like. It's a wonderful, beautiful experience. I'm so glad that you're opening that up
Thank
to our
you.
young girls. And Atira happened to cheer for our
Oh, yeah.
rival school, which was Johnson C. Smith, the Lovables, and that was Lala's with Livingstone College. And so we actually
Interesting.
also played the first HBCU football game for a little history
Interesting.
back in the day. So yeah, so that's a little bit.
That's
of Stomp and
awesome.
Shake. Mhm.
That is awesome. So
Thank you
that
so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Joy.
and,
Thank
and
you
that
so much.
is the reason, as a varsity coach now, that is one of the reasons that, I do
You're in
want
there. I need to
to
slide back in there.
incorporate that at McKinley. I'm a proud alumni of McKinley. I cheered there for 4 years, and to be able to bring this style of cheers to them, because not everybody is going to want to go to Ohio State. Not everybody.
Right. Right.
We have brought the HBCU here to the city of Canton. We have this beautiful weekend, and our girls are exposed to this. And like I said before we got cut off, to be able to incorporate this in our program, and give them the tools necessary to learn this style of cheer, not just off of TikTok dances and things. We really brought somebody in and had a camp and taught them this style of cheer. Because, like Miss Joy said, it's different. We're dancing and we're more involved with the band, but what I've noticed too, it's a lot more attitude. It's a lot. It really
Not bad attitude.
No,
just powerful.
because it's really going to pull out your confidence. You really need to be confident in this, because to go around and think that you are that, you gotta know you are that.
Okay.
Right? So
okay.
I'm teaching these girls that, in order to execute this in the best way possible, you have to believe in yourself. You have to be confident, and you have to know that you are that.
You gotta know it. You
because
gotta know
I mean,
it. Okay.
essentially, we're telling our girls, to be be humble,
Yeah.
but when you know you're good at something, and when you're trying to be the best at it, you have to believe that you're the best at it.
Be brave.
You can't just be out here and just trying it. No. When you want to execute this style of cheer, you have to execute this style of cheer.
Yeah.
Right? So
I love
bringing that to the camp, traditional meet, stomp, and shake. So Mr. Cherry Ashley will be at the camp. And she has a whole.
She's coming from Charlotte.
Yes. And like I
Okay.
said before, the sound got cut off too. I want to invite all the members of the Divine Nine that are out there in Stark County around us to come to the showcase August 4th at 6 p.m. at Crenshaw Middle School. We have a special dedication thing to you guys, because my story was when I went to college my freshman year, I watched the Q's. I watched the Q's do a probate. I was in awe. I was in shock. I couldn't believe what I watched. Then I got to watch AKA's cross, and I got to watch Delta's cross, and it was the most amazing thing ever. And to be able, I want to give that to our girls sooner than I got it.
Yeah.
I don't want them to go to college and be like, what, I can do this?
Right.
No, I want you guys to know about it now, learn about it now, get excited about it now, do that style of cheer, because to me it seems like, the HBU style of cheer, stomp and shake, and then just our sororities and fraternities kind of go hand in hand.
Right.
So to get them that experience now, get them comfortable with it, and get them to doing the research so they can, follow suit.
Yeah.
And I think it's really important as a varsity coach to implement that to my girls, because when they leave me, they're not just, like I said, they're not just going to go to maybe a traditional school. They might want to go to HBCU. So I want to service them in the best way possible. We're doing traditional cheer, competition cheer, and now stomp and shake. And the world is open.
The world is there. They can do it all.
Yeah, I want them to do it all. And a side note for that too, McKinley High School, get your girls coming to try out, because when I was in school, one thing my dad said is, I'm paying out $500 every year for you to cheer and to do nothing after that. Our girls now have opportunities for scholarships. They've been getting looked at all the time at competitions. There's colleges that are there coming to our girls saying, hey, I want you, I can get you here, I can get you there. There's so much more opportunity in the space of cheer, and I'm just honored to be one of the women that was able to give back to these girls. And I told someone before, like, there's a bad stigma on living through people. I'm living through my girls. I never got to step foot on a mat. I never got to do a stomp and shake, cheer, any of that. So in a good way, I'm living through them, but I'm so excited for them and the passion they have for the sport and where it can take them.
I love it. Danielle, thank you so much. Everybody out there who was watching, thank you. We're going to wrap this up. It was a wonderful time. Thank you guys for riding with us through some technical difficulties. We're practicing and learning some things. This was a kickoff. This was a pilot. A pilot is so you can test to see if you can get something on air. So we're going to help it take flight here, along with many other things that we have going on. Danielle, final thing, watching you grow as a host live was amazing. You were literally becoming in front of us and just flowing with it like it was just a beautiful thing to see. So great job.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Very proud of you.
I never hosted a show in my life.
And look at that. We're developing talent here at Lucas Live Media. She did a wonderful job. You guys are going to see more of her and more of many others we have to come. Thank you guys so much for being with us. That concludes our first virtual vendor show 2023. More to come, more to do. Thank you guys. Everybody have a great day.